about police. I don't have a clever one for that one.
Language! You'll never get on Johnny Carson with that mouth. That obscene open micer is Benny Feldman, and we're laughing with him and at him. If you want to get alcohol poisoning, go ahead and take a shot every time he gets bleeped. Tourette's syndrome, or fun Parkinson's, is the jazz of neurological disorders. You make offensive noises and people pretend to be okay with it. Science doesn't understand what causes someone to shout out curses involuntarily, but I'm pretty sure it's linked to stubbing your toe. As far as weird stand-up quirks go, Tourette's is worse than uncontrollable sweating, but way better than jerking off in front of young female comics. Think of Benny's cussing as his catchphrase, just like Larry the Cable Guy's Get Her Done or Kevin Hart's Please Don't Post That Video. I admire Benny for turning lemons into lemonade. And I want to find out what makes him tick. That's why I flew him to Hollywood, where saying things you shouldn't has afforded me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account. For this week's Celebrity Profile. Lock the gate!
Hey, Tosh Zillas, Toshy Machines, Tosh Kosh Pagoshers, George Toshington Carvers, Tish Tosh, I was taking a Tosh. Oh, Tasha. Welcome to What the Motherfuckers. Before we start the podcast, I want people to know that my father wasn't present very much when I was growing up. And I hate Lorne Michaels. Oh, and if you're still mailing stuff like a weirdo, head on down to the stamp store and pick up some stamps. Now, today in the Unfinished Basement, my favorite young comedian with Tourette's, Benny Feldman. Thanks for coming, Benny. I know we've had some run-ins in the past. I think we're good. Are we good, man?
I've never met you.
Okay. Started off with $1 in the swear jar, buddy. Let's go. Benny Feldman.
Yeah.
You couldn't have a more stand-up comic name. It sounds like you started in vaudeville.
I feel that.
Are you a member of the Friars Club?
No, I'm not.
That name alone should make you an honorary member. So, how long have you had Tourette's?
Only 2 years. The severe type. Cursing type is called coprolalia, and only like 10% of people with Tourette's have that type.
And the rest is just kind of more a tick, a twitch?
Yeah, different noises, different like jerking movements. Sure. Some people sing, actually. Yeah.
Like, well?
I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna look that up. I know one lady goes, biscuits. I like that one.
I mean, do you feel it? Is it uncomfortable? Is it physically uncomfortable?
It's a physical sensation for sure. Like it's definitely like a muscle tensing. Yeah, it's where it's like the cursing makes it sound like I'm in pain or something, but it's definitely not.
Would you compare it to a hiccup?
Yeah, actually, I dislike hiccups more than I dislike Tourette's. So,
thank God. Do you get a handicap placard?
no.
Is it considered a handicap?
It's sort of like a disability.
Sure.
It's certainly nothing that would like inhibit me from,
Parking?
Parking.
Is there any scenario where you can trick your mind into saying other words that aren't and
Possibly. I definitely try to steer to and away from like worse words.
Right.
If I'm going to say like the N-word or something.
That's the one. So it does come out occasionally.
Every now and again, yeah. I think I've got one of the only excuses. But...
Yeah, but good luck explaining that in time. Who talks more in movies, you or black people? You don't have to answer my nonsense. What when you're not talking?
If I'm alone in my room, I might every now and again, but for the most part, I'll actually be pretty stable, like maybe just some eye stuff. It gets the worst when I'm nervous, adrenaline, excited, sexual arousal.
Really?
Yeah. If I'm walking on the street and I see somebody who I think is like cute, I'll like it, That's why I saw you earlier.
Good catch. Sorry. Guys? Maybe 8 cats is too many. Picking stand-up as a career.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, were you like, maybe I should focus on something that doesn't involve speaking?
I got into stand-up before I had Tourette's.
Ah.
I just happened to do one-liners. Fucking shit. And then Tourette's is really conducive to one-liners. Like
Perfect.
it fits in so well. It's like, oh, this is the best disability to have for my style.
I agree with you. There's so many people that just go on stage and ramble and tell life stories that are so long. It's like, get to the joke already. That would probably be a little tough for you.
Yeah.
Here, I'll give you the best comedy advice I ever received. Everyone is wrong, and it just doesn't matter. Like, just do what you want to do, and if you enjoy doing it, like, and try to get better, great.
That's true.
Do you consider your comedy clean or dirty?
I consider like the jokes clean. I just do the one dirty joke with the voodoo doll.
And the reason I have Tourette's is because my ex-wife made a vibrator into a voodoo doll of me.
You have a comic giving another comic advice on their joke. I don't like that you use the word wife. My ex-wife.
Oh, yeah.
Just because you seem like a kid to me.
I don't have an ex-wife.
Right, of course you do. But that being said, go back to my other advice. Who gives a shit what I think? Would you open for Bill Cosby?
No, absolutely not.
What?
Would you?
Oh, in a minute I'd open for Bill Cosby right now. Somebody get Bill Cosby's people on the phone and tell them that I'll open for them. Relationships? Has it affected them?
Positively?
Yeah?
Yeah, I think people think it's cute or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's a good time, meaning where we are in society, because maybe 20 years ago, maybe certain girls would stay away from it, but now I think people are a little more open-minded, like, this isn't a deal breaker.
I think like 100 years ago, they would have like literally murdered me.
Sure. Now they can pay to see you.
Yes.
Oh, that's a mix-up, a new one. Where's the most inappropriate place you've cursed?
I walked past like a preschool and like I kind of like was like, you know, like don't.
Get an erection?
That's part of the Tourette's is if I see kids.
Do you have to wear like a ball gag? Go to church or synagogue?
No, I go into like vibrate mode. I had a bit actually about I had a substitute teacher and I had a math test. And they had no idea I had Tourette's. And I'm sitting there, I'm taking the test, and I'm in vibrate mode, and I feel like a big Tourette's like about to happen. And I look up, I make direct eye contact with the substitute, and I just went. And I went back to my test.
I'll be honest, I was prepared for that, and that was still uncomfortable.
It's not eye contact.
All right, that's every question anyone could ever possibly ask you. I appreciate you coming. Podcast over.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. By the way, I think it's great that you got your own sitcom, and in no way am I bitter about it. You think maybe I could get a cameo?
Piece of shit, motherfucker.
Oh. Let's go. That one deserves 2.
Harassment? Your raccoon was eating out of my garbage can. What do you want me to do? Give it a knife and fork?
Sorry, turns out words do matter.
What?
Supper's ready.
Piece of shit ass motherfucker.
It's freezing out there.
Production. They're going to kill off the mom in episode 2 and replace her with Leah Remini. We'll be right back, but first, here's our audience coordinator, Vernon's Black Clip of the Week.
Go play.
Oh, still killed the one. Max, no, you almost small. Go ahead, Max. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The cat thinks it's hilarious. Yeah. What do you think you're doing?
Start with Elmer's. Pour in Elmer's glue, a tablespoon of
You're just lounging around, aren't you?
contacts.